I am Michael. The power of Christ will keep you forever young. Hello everyone, I am Michael and I help guide people on the evolutionary journey. When you are in alignment, when you embody the light of Christ, you stay forever young, and the chosen ones are reverse aging. You know, I've been on my journey reflecting on my past and spending some time with my family. I saw an old picture of me, and I looked at the old picture of myself and I said, wow, in approximately 20 years, I didn't really age that much. And in the modern society, we're seeing a lot of people age very rapidly. And we're out here today embracing the authentic truth and sharing how we can all reverse age. It's really important on your journey to understand the truthful vibrational frequencies in the Most High, that is authenticity. When you embody authenticity, you will stay young. And if you avoid stress in the modern society, I know it's very difficult. It's very difficult to avoid stress. You know, catching up with some of my former students, and some of you are 28, 29, we were just discussing. And, you know, now we kind of all, you know, just go along our everyday lives all kind of together. And, you know, Mr. D played a part of your life. And, you know, we see how, you know, people can stay forever young. So you might be getting this message and you could see both ends of the spectrum playing out in the world. You could see people, you know, they're 30 years old, they're falling apart. And then you could see people, you know, I saw this woman, you know, I saw this beautiful woman. She was in her 60s. I said, wow, you're over 60 years old. How is that possible? So it is possible. And we're out here in nature to discuss how the chosen ones are going to embrace the power of Christ. When you embody the light of Christ within you, you will stay forever young. A lot of people have been asking me this, you know, how do you stay so young? Okay, so the first thing that you need to do is embody the truth. Embody the truth so strongly. And I know it's very difficult. It's very difficult to live in authenticity in this modern world. But, you know, I had self-respect on my journey. And any time that I was pulled out of my self-respect because I knew best all along on my journey, anytime that my content of character was tested by corporations, systems, narcissists, then and only then did I maybe feel the effects of aging. Maybe you might get this message and you know what, you in your guts, you know, you ever listen to your gut? If your gut is telling you this is not the right thing, maybe you're in a job and they're maybe not doing the right thing. Maybe you're you know, trapped in your own home and you're not allowed to speak your truth. These things are going to age you very rapidly. Okay, so the first thing we're all going to do is we're going to break free and we're going to come back to nature, just like we did many years ago. Still at it, kid. And I'm here to share with all of you, you know, on my journey, I made decisions. I made free will decisions. You know, I put money aside, I put my career aside, and I stayed focused on myself, the children, and Almighty God. And the first thing, you know what, you might get a lot of stress in the workplace. I had a lot of former colleagues of mine that dealt with a lot of stress in the workplace, and that stress can make you age. But there was one day where, you know, the Department of Education, if you will, they gave me an ultimatum, and they said, you're going to have to inject this experiment into you in order for you to keep getting the money. And I said to myself, you know what, I'm going to go with God. I'm going to go with my teaching skills, and I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be under stress anymore. Okay, I'm going to have self-respect. I'm going to believe in Almighty God, and I'm going to believe in that I am the best there is at what I do, and I'm going to allow my skills, okay, my content of character to carry me. So you could age very rapidly in the workplace. You might be on your journey, and it could be a lonely one. okay? Because the density of the society, it is so dense, light warriors. And one of the other things I teach a lot of my young men that I mentor, and all men, you know, some of you I speak to in the sauna, you see me here, and all types of men, they're going through this as well. You have to stay away. You have to stay away from the Jezebel spirit. You're going to have to stay away from women that drain your energy. And if you are a woman, you also need to stay away from men that drain your energy. I know a lot of very strong, divine feminine. They're looking at this guy sitting on the couch doing nothing, maybe draining you, maybe gaslighting you. So the next step in our everyday life journey, I'm just sharing from my lens, okay, I stayed away from the narcissistic women. Okay, and they are going to drain you. They are going to age you like never before, light warriors. So remember this: if you want your true health, if you want stress is going to throw you way out of balance. So you might have to go through a period of time. If you have self-respect, you're going to have to say, you know what, I'm better off alone. You know, and I speak to a lot of my friends that maybe they feel trapped in a marriage, they're having aches, they're having pains, and they don't have a chance to breathe. They can't catch their breath. And I'm here to tell you, okay, you're better off, ready? You're better off with no relationship than a relationship with an energy vampire, because you will age, and if you are not able to speak your truth, if you are not living freely, Dr. Gabor speaks about this as well, you will age very rapidly. So if you have the inexhaustible belief in yourself, if you don't bow down to systems, if you keep your content of character clean, if you don't, become, trapped by maybe the covert narcissist, any relationship that could drain you, these things are going to pull you out of alignment. It takes a lot of courage. So there's no magical, what's the magical pill? There is no actual magical pill, okay? And a lot of people, and I converse with a lot of you, when you stay away from stress, you got to know this. Dr. Bruce Lipton talks about this. Stress is the #1 cause of disease, okay? Dis-ease. The body is not at ease. So you could get stress at work, you could get stress at home, and you could get stress, okay? The toxins, the trauma, and the thoughts, the 3 T's. You got to remove the 3 T's. And when you remove the toxins from your body, now you could allow the light of Christ to come through you, okay? Your DNA receptors, 93% of the function of DNA is light and sound reception and transmission. So maybe you went out into the world, maybe you had, people that didn't give you the best information, and they said, human, you have junk DNA, human. No, but the authentic science teacher is out here in the light of Christ telling you that 93% of the function of DNA is not junk DNA. It's responsible for light and sound reception and transmission. And Dr. Bruce Lipton talks about the signal, and the signal must be received by your body. That's why Michael is out here staying younger than ever before, okay? If you're inspired by this, please click the like button, click the subscribe button. We have daily videos, 9 a.m. Eastern, to help you become the greatest version of yourself. And let's improve physically, mentally, and spiritually. Let's bring it all together. And let's not be, one-dimensional. Let's be 5-dimensional. Let's be 12-dimensional, right? Okay, I'm just joking around for the ultra-spiritual ones that are out there. No, we live our life in many dimensions. So, and I've shared this before, and I'll share some of these links about health and wellness, okay? You want to stay young, okay? The things of the past, you can't remove these things with a fancy fat burner, okay? You might be called to fast. On my journey, I was called to fast. Okay, I was called to listen to my body, listen to Almighty God, ready? And not listen to narcissists on social media telling me how to eat, okay? Because they don't know you best. Who knows you best? God knows you best. And you know yourself best. So you go to God, then you confirm it with yourself, and then you start living your everyday life. If that seems interesting with you, please hit the subscribe button and take the journey with us. Let's all reverse age together. Let's do it together, okay? I heard this song, Forever Young, You know, and that was like that my message that I needed to share this. And then later on, I heard this other message, just how like sometimes the universe, God is giving you the answers. You got to be alert. My grandfather used to tell me, you got to be alert, Mikey. And then another woman on the radio was sharing something very important. She says, I'm not going to be the gatekeeper for this information. And that was a beautiful way of phrasing it. So I'm going to stand out here in nature and say, I'm not going to be the gatekeeper. You're going to see people out there, oh, I got a secret thing, a secret that. No, I'm going to give it all out to the people. Okay, so if this message resonates with you, keep hitting the like button and share it all over the place so the world can hear this. Stress is the #1 cause of disease. You got to get the stress out of your everyday life. You have to learn how to consume food and water. And what you consume is not only what you eat and drink, it's what you watch and what you listen to and your content of character. Now, if you live your everyday life, remember, you got to take out the accountability mirror. Okay, no one's going to ascend for you. Oh, please ascend for me. Wrong. You're going to have to ascend for yourself. If you aren't walking the straight and narrow, a lot of you know the Schumann resonance is rising like never before. That's the frequency of the planet. And we're all rising up. If you're not rising up, if you're going to live your life as a parasite, you're probably going to start looking like a parasite. And when the feast, the energy vampire runs out of energy, right, then we start to decay. Okay, listen, me on my journey, I'm not perfect, right? And we're not going to age perfectly. We're not going to stay 100%, but we're going to age gracefully. And maybe we're going to live to 200. We're in uncharted waters. Okay, I did a world famous video out here many years ago, Uncharted Waters, Light Warriors. Remember that one? No, we're in uncharted waters right now. So our lifespan, a lot of you that are on the true ascension journey, you know that the timeline has shifted. So now we're on a longer lifespan, and I'm out here to help guide you on your evolutionary journey. Okay, now we're reverse aging. All right, so, you know, sometimes the truth cannot be told, it can only be realized. And sometimes we don't even realize it. And you know, I saw this picture, I said, and I was looking at it, and I just remembered the recent picture that I just took, and I said, wow, you know, approximately 20 years can pass, and I basically look very similar, okay? It's time to embrace the power of Christ. The chosen ones are reverse aging. Go inside, it's your content of character. Otherwise, you start rotting from the inside, okay? Whether I'm 20 or 40, I just keep going. Write it in the comments, kid. I just keep going. And I'm gonna aspire to, when I'm 70, come out here and still be looking young and still be reverse aging and getting stronger. Who knows, maybe we'll be out here 200 years old. What do you think? Let us know in the comments, okay? So a lot of you are on the true ascension journey, and I hope that today's message inspires you. You're getting this message, okay? And I'm here to share with you, there was only a little blip in my life, okay, where I wasn't aging so gracefully, and my health and wellness was in tip-top shape. But that was a time period where I wasn't allowed to be free, and I put myself in that prison. So every time on my journey, whether if I stood up against systems, if I stood up against narcissists and trolls, I'm here to tell you, the thoughts that you had when you were a boy, when you were a girl, that's who you really are. Listen to yourself and listen to God. Don't listen to people that don't have your best interest in mind. I hope I inspire you and learn and know it like the back of your hand, that you will reverse age, dear one. You have the ability. And sometimes, like the lighthouse, we just got to see that light, and we could be inspired, and we could say, you know what? We're all going to reverse age together. We're not going to be the gatekeepers of this, okay, because we're not better than one another. We're going to give it out to the people. So keep sharing this message, keep liking this message, and get it out, because each and every one of us have the ability to reverse age. And if that resonates with you, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and you could connect on all the other platforms. And I show up every single day, 9 a.m. Eastern, to help you become the greatest version of yourself. The light of Christ keeps us forever young. And so it is. If you find this message interesting and you would like to learn more about our reality in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, why don't you click subscribe, give the video a like so it becomes visible to more people, and please share with one other person, because when we all share with one other person, we will rapidly grow our 5D community. I keep going, kid. A lot of you have seen me on YouTube for several years. You could see the evidence right before your very eyes, and you could see that evidence further in the beautiful thumbnail. Stay focused. Know that you are in control of your reality, okay? And never bow down to people that don't have your best interest in mind, all right? So you could stay young, you could reverse age, okay? Age is just a number, kid. You gotta remember this. You gotta live it, you gotta love it, because you're gonna see all different types of situations out there in the world. And the world is vast, and the world is beautiful. Get out in nature every single day. I do this like the medicine, okay? You see this? Okay? I've been doing it here, I do it there, I do it everywhere. I do it everywhere, baby. No, you gotta get out in nature. You gotta take it like it's the medicine. Okay, God is the medicine. The light of Christ is the medicine. The grounding, watch my video on grounding. The negative ions of the planet have to course through you. Okay, so find what resonates with you, whether it's a beach, whether it's a lake, a creek, or up on a mountain. I go all over the place. And please comment where are your favorite places that I visit, and I have many things planned for 2025 and beyond. I'm the best there is at what I do. Who knows? Maybe we'll be 200 years old and still keep going. I am the defender of our everyday lives. No matter what comes your way, light warriors, just keep going. I love you all, and I'm proud of all of you. I'm so grateful for everyone that plays a role in my everyday life. I love each and every one of you. Send some love. Hey, let's start having fun, right? Don't you want to have fun? It's also another world famous video that I did. Don't you want to have fun? Start having fun. Be childlike. You know, I used to come here when I was a child, and I could think about that time period, and I have to embrace that energy right now. Be a child, be childlike, okay? And don't allow people they're going to tell you to grow up. They're just telling you to fall in line, okay? I love you all. Be a kid for life. Never age, right? I never stuttered. I do not age. I evolve. Keep going, kid.